Okay, pause. There we go. All right, hello, 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 people of the stream. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. Let's see who's with us. Sophia is over on Twitch. Hey, Sophia. How was the con? It was good. I'm still tired. I'm still recovering, but it was good. It was good. I did pretty good sales wise. Bedtime stories was crazy as always. So much fun. Oh, see, I'm still yawning. Okay, I say that, but y'all know I yawn on stream all the time. Anita is also over on Twitch. Hey, Anita. Let's see. On YouTube, we have Amelia and Hattie and Daniela. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Welcome in. How is everyone doing today? Pretzel Rocks apparently only wanted to play one song. So, yeah. So I just put on music from Spirit City. So that's what I ended up doing. Sorry. All right. Amelia says, yes, so exhausted still. Yep. I mean, cons do that anyway. They usually take you out for a day or two. But that particular con, you expend a lot of energy. Daniela is about to eat raspberry porridge for dinner. I love you so much. I would eat that right along with you. Glad to hear the con went well. Thank you. Thank you. Amelia's making ramen for lunch. Y'all know what I'm having. I haven't eaten yet, of course. I've gotten sidetracked this morning by a bunch of different messages from a bunch of different people. And so I haven't gotten anything done. I have to refill my meds because they're empty. And I need to eat lunch. So I'm going to do that, but in the opposite order. I'm going to eat lunch first, then fill up my vitamin stuff, and my desk is a mess, and I've got a list of shit to do a mile long. And you know, we were talking on Morning Pirates earlier how, you know, when I go to a con and I'm gone for 5 days, I come back and I'm like 6 weeks behind. Like 6 weeks worth of stuff builds up while I'm gone for 5 days. How does that even happen? Let's see. Sophia tried a new tea today. It was raspberry licorice. Very nice. I do like licorice tea. I don't like black licorice candy and flavor, but I do like licorice tea. So I imagine because it like comes from the leaves or the root or whatever. I don't know. So, excellent. I'm glad you liked it. Swanks has joined us over on YouTube. Hey, Swank. Buongiorno. Buongiorno. James is on Twitch. Hey, James. Long time no see. Welcome in. Welcome in. Excuse me. Hattie said, just finished eating eggs and cheese on bagels. I like it. Fingers crossed to actually finally break my writer's block. You got this, Hattie. You got this. Just put words down. You can fix them later. Just put words down. Don't even matter. Swank says, I was going to make something to eat, but my car decided... My cat. I got you. I got you, Swank. My cat decided to cuddle. Yes. Because I'm like, my car decided to cuddle. How does... yeah. So, I'm assuming it means cat. But if your car likes to cuddle too, like, you know... share that cuddle in love. James says, that's because you create a time warp and rock a week of things in a day. Dude, that's too much pressure. Do not have those expectations of me. Do not do that. Do not do that, my friend. You're killing me, y'all. You're killing me. So, yes, I did have a good weekend. I got to see some folks. There were some folks there that I hadn't seen since before the pandemic. Like, a couple of years before the pandemic. So, I mean, we only saw each other very briefly, like, early in the con, but, oh my god, it was so good to get hugs from them, and yeah, it was just really good. And I got to reconnect with some folks that I'd kind of drifted away from this year, because I've just been so, like, not in that space, so it was really, really good. Swag says, damn autocorrect. Yeah, I know, hon. I know. So, but it was still, it made the sentence way funnier. Way funnier. Let's see. What is going on with me? So, yeah, so I missed y'all last week. I mean, not that I wasn't busy and distracted, but I still missed seeing y'all. So, today I've got, like I said, a list of stuff I need to work on after I do these initial self-care things, you know, like feeding myself and getting my vitamins. Come on, wake up. And getting my vitamins done. Hang on. So let me see what my to-do looks like today. Oh, I have to do my Italian homework, 100%, because that's due tomorrow. I have my meeting with her in the morning. I've got some emails to send. I've got some multiverse work to do, some DragonCon work to do, and I've got an event Saturday in Alabama, a one-day event that I've never done before. So I need to go and read all the stuff that they sent to make sure that I don't need to bring anything extra. Because I'm not 100% sure they're going to have tables. So I want to make sure I bring tables with me if I need them. I also need to unpack my suitcase. Still, I haven't even touched it. It's open, but it's full. I did unpack my backpack, mainly because the majority of what was in my backpack was my electronics, and I need my laptop. But I also need to work on laundry. I may not get to that today. That may have to wait till tomorrow. So, yeah. So I've got a lot to do because, of course, 6 weeks worth of work somehow accumulates in 5 days, but there it is. All right. Let's see. Scroll back. Emily has joined us over on YouTube. Hey, Em. Gonna try and get some words in today. Crazy busy weekend week thus far. Glad to hear con went well. Thank you. I miss seeing you. I know you were thinking about, but you had lots of plans. So maybe I'll see you there next year, if I make it there. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Heather has joined us over on YouTube as well. Hey, Heather, welcome in. She says hello with waves. Alicia says, hello, Vanessa. Just joining, about to get the lunch, trying to finish my book this morning. Yeah, it is afternoon for us, but for other people, it's not. So welcome in, Alicia. Glad you could join us. Sophia says, I've been rough on myself lately, poor sleep, poor diet, over planning, etc. So this week, I'm cutting down on my demands on myself, and I'll spend the evening reading my current witchcraft book. Excellent. Love it. Yes. I do sometimes think we're harder on ourselves than we need to be. I mean, I know I am. Amelia says, day job is busy, so I'm probably doing that mostly. Gotcha, gotta pay the bills. Heather says, I'm doing all kinds of admin today myself. Woo, admin! Emily says, yeah, I wasn't able to make it this year, but it's on my docket for next year. Early bird tickets go on sale for Frolicon generally right after, around DragonCon. Usually right after DragonCon. Hotel will open then too. And if you're going to get a hotel room, get it quick, because it sells out real fast. Okay. I feel like we've all got a list of things to do. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera, eat my lunch, because I'm actually really hungry. And then I'll come back on. I'll work on I'll get my vitamins caught up. And then I will start. I actually need to clear this side table a bit. And then I'll work on my Italian homework. I may not get to my Italian homework until the second sprint, but we'll see how it goes. All right. Amelia says, medical procedures tomorrow early, so trying not to stress. Nothing to stress about. Nothing to stress about. You're going to go. You're going to come out the other side of it. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's okay to be like a little freaked out, but try not to live there, if that makes sense. You know? It's going to last whatever amount of time it's going to last, and then your day's going to go on. And then it's just, waiting for whatever it is you need to wait for that. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay, Amelia. Anita says, trying to finish writing interview questions today and back to editing. Excellent. Excellent. Emily says, Roger, and Multiverse Ticks is on my to-do list too, although I may see if I can volunteer in some capacity, because I've been spending so much money on con tickets, really need to rein that in. Yeah, we always need volunteers. Every con, I don't care where it is, every con always needs more volunteers. I think the volunteer application opens on June 1st, I think. So, yeah, awesome. And if you have specific places you want to volunteer, you should be able to specify that in the application. Dragon Con is always my birthday weekend, but I haven't been. Oh, you should treat yourself. I don't know, it's a huge crowd though. But it's definitely something to do, once. Maybe do a day pass, your first year. Although you'll probably then be, suffering from FOMO. So, but yeah, it took me a long time to figure out how to enjoy Dragon Con because I've been volunteering for the writer's track. That's literally the only reason I go to Dragon Con. And so, because for me, for a con, it's way too big. And I'm not really all that interested in celebrity interactions and things like that. And so, yeah, so a lot of what other people get out of it is not what I value or I want or I am willing to spend time in line for. That's really what it comes down to. I'm old, I'm curmudgeonly, I only have so much time left. I don't want to waste it standing in line. So it's very rare I'm willing to stand in line for anything. Like anything at Dragon Con. There's not very much. I mean, I'll stand in line for a few minutes, but none of these hour long, you start lining up like 45 minutes before they even open the doors. No, none of that. That's not me. Oh, goodness, yes, there are never enough volunteers. Amen, sister. Amen. Never enough. Never enough. So, all right. Shall we get into it? Jay says you cracked me up. I am running on fumes, my friend. I am running on vitamins and fumes, and that's it. Oh! Oh, we're feeding Pixie, y'all. Thank you, Anita. Yay! Thank you, Anita, for feeding our dragon. Look, we're that close. I feel like Pixie's gonna level up this week. So, yes. Okay, but let's get into it. Let's get into it, shall we? Like I said, I'm going to be off camera for the first probably half of this while I eat my lunch. Okay, 20 minutes. Here we go. All right. That's the end of that sprint. How did you do? I ate my lunch and I filled my vitamins. So I'm so far on track. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Heather asks, and I missed this earlier. Sorry about that, Heather. I'm over 55 and malfunctioning quickly. I actually can't stand for very long anyway. Also, if you don't mind me asking, your other streaming destination is Twitch. Yes. Yes. My other streaming destination is Twitch. Yeah. I do both. And it looks like you started... Oh, it's Molly. There's Molly. Hi. Welcome in, Malls. Good to see you. Sorry, I accident because on my screen, Heather's name and Molly's name are the same color or very close to the same color. So initially I thought that Molly's greeting was something that Heather was starting to say. So that's where I was confused. Welcome in, Molly. Sophia finished her book on tarot. I think I'm going to clean my kitchen next stream. You want to clean my kitchen next stream, Sophia? Molly got 39% of Dino Scores by Lola Faust. I love that name. I love that name. Emily got 0 words, but did change laundry and get lunch. Perfect. Perfect. That's shit you need to do. So good job. Good job. Alicia made lunch. Taquitos. You made taquitos for lunch. Yum. And I have 20 pages left of my current read. So close. Anita edited 1 sentence and uploaded her social media post. Excellent job. Excellent job. Daniela started putting together the meal plan and grocery order. Got slightly distracted by looking up asparagus recipes because it's the season. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of asparagus. I didn't grow up eating it. We didn't have it. Like when I was a kid, I had never had asparagus until I became an adult. That was not part of my childhood. So it's something I don't generally think of. My husband makes this really good thing, but you need baby asparagus because baby asparagus is like white. And you take baby asparagus and he wraps it in ham, I think, and then put some spices on it. It was really good. He hadn't made it in a long time. Maybe I should talk him into making it. Swank says, finish my remaining study books and then continue reading Zombie Bigfoot. Y'all, these titles, man. These titles. These are awesome. So, all right. So next sprint, I'm going to clear off this side desk and then get out my Italian homework and see if I can figure that shit out. Because I haven't looked at it in like over a week. So I've probably lost everything I learned last week or week and a half ago. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Although I will say, Lil Woo, I'm gonna have to dig him out. He's in my my con belt. I got to take Lil Woo to see his mama, his creator, and she cleaned him up because he was looking a little messy. He had little pieces of yarn sticking out in different places. So he went home with his mama and she cleaned him up and then she brought him back. So Lil Woo has been refreshed. So let's see. Daniela says, I also don't think I had asparagus as a kid, but I like to buy it at least once in the spring. I love that. Alicia says, I'm going to finish my lunch, finish reading Two Can Play, and continue Brimstone. Excellent. Good, 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 good. Heather says, I was distracted from promo of my stream tomorrow with calendar dates for Multiverse and my niece's wedding, which is the following weekend. Oof. Yeah, that's going to be tiring. Yeah, 2 weekends in a row. I found that as I get older, like this year was very much, you know, as you get older, you get little realizations of you aging. You get little things that tell you that your body is not the same as it was 20, 30 years ago. And then sometimes you have big things. And this past weekend, it was very clear to me that I am definitely getting aged. That is definitely a thing. definitely a thing that's happening. Like this year was very, very clear. And to give context, I turned 57 last week. So I'm pushing 60 at this point, and my body is like, bitch, we done. So yeah, that's rough. But let's get back into it. I got 20 more minutes on the clock. We'll take a little breaky break after this, chit chat a little bit more. Okay, y'all ready? Let's go. All right. Come on back. Come on back. How'd you do? How did y'all do? All right. Let's see. Let me scroll back, scroll back, scroll back. Sophia says, when I turn 60, I'm going to run a marathon. I said, I'll be happy if I can get up from the floor in a reasonable time when I'm 60. Amelia ate her ramen and took her pills and is working on the day job. Excellent, excellent. Heather says, I probably need to eat and I do need to get some promo done as I need to shower and do other prep for a meeting soon. I mean, that's part of the problem, right? Like, there's so much stuff that needs to be done. Sometimes prioritizing is hard. And Valerie joined us over on Twitch. Hey, Valerie. And Jay also joined us over on Twitch. You snuck in there, Jay. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Let's see. Valerie's working on editing. Hattie over on YouTube said, no words, got distracted and dozed. Been trying to get my sleep schedule back on track, so I'm dragging. That's so hard. That is so hard. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Okay, so it's time for a little breaky break. I do need to use a restroom. I still have like half a cup of coffee, a little less than half a cup of coffee, so I don't need to go do that. But I will have to go get some tea during the next sprint, I think, because I think I'll finish it up. So I am going to go do my thing. Y'all do your thing. If you need something to eat, something to drink, you need to use a restroom. Perfect time to do it. If you've been sitting this whole time, please get up out of your chair, stretch your body a little bit. I promise you, you will thank me when you're my age. And if you haven't taken your meds yet, and you should have taken your meds by now, take your meds. James, take your meds. Okay, so I've already taken my daytime meds. I haven't taken my vitamins yet, but I'll work through those. Oh, sleepy, sleepy. Okay, let's see who else said stuff. Sophia says, my dishes are clean. Now I don't need to do dishes for 36 hours. Are you not going to eat? Like, how does that work? Molly is now at 46%. Excellent. Amelia says, 4 day job tickets done. Huzzah, that's good. Anita procrastinated on social media and wrote 2 interview questions. Well, you still got some stuff done. Alicia finished her lunch, finished her book, except for the bonus chapter. Huzzah. Jay says, no words yet, combating nausea. Damn antibiotics. Ugh. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Rachel Taylor's joined us over on Twitch. Hello, Rachel. Rachel says, hey there. Not jumping into writing for a while. I'm currently fighting with the California Department of Tax Administration. So fun. It's for a day job thing, though. Not my personal finances, at least. Right? Like silver lining, it's not you. Danielle is trying not to fall asleep. Although it is, well, it's not super late for you, right? What is it, like 7-ish? 7, 8 o'clock? Something like that? But, you know, you absolutely could go to sleep because you're a fucking adult and you can do what you want. Sophia says, oh, I do not do dishes every day. I refuse to. I love that. I love that. Amelia says, started my 5th antibiotic for C. diff, though. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but hopefully once they get it all sorted, it'll be better. Hopefully. All right, let's go take our breaky break. Okay, let me put 5 minutes on the red timer. I probably won't be very long. Let's see. Danielle says, I got my tax return. It was $15. That means you didn't give the government more money than they needed. Huzzah! Good job. Good job. All right. 5 minutes, y'all. Be right back. All right, I am back. Oh yeah. Y'all want to see my super cute new reading glasses? Let me show you guys. You ready? Can you see them? Wait, let me see if I can do this. Look! Look at how cute they are! Aren't they adorable? They got little cat ears. They're so cute. So let's see. Amelia says this should be the last one, thank God. Fingers crossed. Next is taking out trash and dishes. Daniela says, also, did I see correctly you're reading Six of Crows? Any and all thoughts? We're reading that for the 100-page book club with Alicia and Kelly. I really like it, but also when I watched the TV show, I liked this storyline better than the main storyline because I found the main character really annoying. But I'm enjoying it. Like, there are parts that don't resonate as well with me, but I actually really like it. So thank you, my cute little cat glasses. So I got those for my reading. They're the ones, my reading glasses that live in my purse that go to restaurants and stuff with me so that I can, you know, so that I can see menus and shit. But, you know, because I want to show them off. You know, sitting in bed reading my book, nobody's gonna see my cute glasses. So they live in my purse now. So I think they're cute. So I got a bunch of new glasses because I Buy Direct was having a really good sale, and my mom needed some glasses, and there was like this buy one get one 50% off thing or whatever. So yeah. So I bought a bunch of new stuff. So I've got a new pair of regular glasses, like regular sunglasses that have no prescription. I had already gotten a new pair of prescription sunglasses, and then I got a couple more readers. So let's see. Thank you for loving my glasses. Valerie says, oh my God, I had turned down my headphones to talk to Kid and forgot to turn them back up. So I'm just sitting here. I was just sitting here mouthing things. And Valerie says, I need to order glasses. I just went to the eye doctor. I can send me a message on Discord or Facebook or whatever, and I can send you a link to the place I get and might be able to get a discount off of it. So you can put your prescription in and then you get them. And they've got lots of cute stuff, and they've always got really good sales. Sophia says, I too need new glasses. It's time for bifocals. Yeah, these are these are trifocals. They're now called progression lenses. But they're like distance on the top, computer in the middle, and reading on the bottom. So, oh, I think I'm going to Costco. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, shall we get back into it? Okay, this round I did, so last time I did clear off my desk, mostly. It's still got some things on it, but I don't care. I've got enough room to work now. And I pulled up my, Italian homework. Like, I'm going to have to download a couple things and everything. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do this next round. All right. Jay says, I feel like I look so weird in glasses. I always get contacts, but my nasty habit of stretching, my eye doctor is warning they're going to force them to switch to glasses. I think you mean stretching, like not taking the contacts out. Like, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Like my nasty habit of stretching. I don't know what that means. But I love glasses because I use it, like, even before I wore glasses, I had glasses that had no prescription, like plain lenses, because I think they're cute. I like them as fashion accessories. So, yeah, I don't know that I'd be able to do contacts, honestly, because I don't like shit in my eyes. I have a lot of trouble just doing eye drops. And I never did eye drops in my life until the last couple years because I don't like people messing with my eyes. I don't like I dislike going to the eye doctor more than I dislike going to the dentist. There's that. Jay says making the contest last until the next time the insurance kicks in. 6 pairs only supposed to last 6 months. I make them last a year. I understand. And you know, that's exactly what's wrong with the American insurance industry. Is that, you know, we pay all this money into it and then we're expected to pay for half or more of our actual medical expenses, you know, on top of paying into the, yeah, it's awful. So, but you still shouldn't do that because it's not good for your eyes. So it might be worthwhile to get a pair of glasses. Just find something cute you like. And then like when your contacts, like when it's time to take them out, you take them out and you go, you know, a month or so or a few weeks with your glasses. Or maybe, you know, keep the contacts in for an extra 5 days and then have 5 days with your glasses before you put your new ones in. And then you can kind of stretch them and offset it and also not hurt your eyes. So I want you to be able to see. Okay. Are we ready? Let's get back into it. I am going to focus on my Italian homework. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to turn off the red timer. All right. How'd everybody do that round? So I'm partway through my Italian homework. There it is. So yes. Yes. All right. So I'm chugging along, y'all. Chugging along. I think I'll be able to get it done in the next sprint after I go down and get some tea. Let's see. Heather says, been monitoring a post of mine, was in DMs, and made a quick snack. Taking a quick look at a beta read before getting in the shower. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Hattie says, I flat out refuse to get bifocals. You should think about why. Like, you're really just hurting yourself. If you need that kind of eyewear, if you need that kind of eye prescription, refusing to do it doesn't change the fact that you need it. It just means you're not going to be able to see as well. So, like, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Let's see. You're not streaming again. Sophia says, I planned my week considering going to bed. Excellent consideration. You're not streaming again this week, are you? I'll be streaming tomorrow, but I won't be doing the Zoom co-working on Friday. My mom has a doctor's appointment. So, she has trigger thumb, which I also have. But mine is not nearly as bad as hers. And I blame her. My left hip and my trigger thumb. Those are her fault. She couldn't give me her good nails. Like her nails that don't break or flake or split. She didn't give me that. She gives me her trigger thumb and her bad hip. All right. James says, nice work. I'm over here causing the good flavor of trouble. We do love good trouble. Valerie says, almost through this chapter at it. Daniela says, I changed into sweats, did skincare, and made peppermint tea. So I've shifted over into a decaffeinated vanilla black tea because I have I had like half a bag of that and I'm like, this has just been sitting in my cabinet. So that's what I've been working on drinking lately. So that's what I'll have in a little bit. Let's see. Let me go back. Jay said, got some words, less than I would like, in a short story idea that hit me 2 a.m. Well, I mean, you've got more words than you had 20 minutes ago, Jay. Stop being down on yourself. You did great. Alicia finished the bonus chapter and talked to hubby. Excellent. You can cross that off your list. Talk to hubby. Done. Jay says, you sound like my eye doctor. I mean, that's the whole thing. Yes, bifocals are an indication that you're getting old. Why? Because you're getting old. It's just the way it is. Like, don't cut off your own nose to spite your face. If you need bifocals, get fucking bifocals. They don't have lines in them anymore. Nobody can tell they're bifocals. And even if they could, who fucking cares? In the grand scheme of things, I'm super happy to be getting older. I hate a lot of it. But you know what I mean? Like, in the grand scheme of things, who fucking cares? Anita said, wrote 2 more questions, 1 to go, almost done. Answered an email and watched Blumenneck shoot an axe with a bow. I feel like you need to share that link, Anita. I don't make the rules, but that's the thing you need to do. James says, well, that sounds about right. Sophia says, then I will see you next week. I work tomorrow and on Wednesday I have another 5K to run, so I won't be here. Wish me luck. Good luck, Sophia. I will be sending you good thoughts to get through all the things. Have good sleep, and we'll see you next week. I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss you, but we'll all be in the Discord together. It'll be fine. Molly says, need sleep, plus it's freezing out here in the living room. Thank you for sprints. Stream left open. Thank you, Molly. Get good rest. Get good rest, my friend. Jay says, speaking of tea, I'm torn between herb and fruity. So have one and then have the other. I'm very much a like, I want all the things. I deserve all the things, so I'm going to have all the things. Just got to decide which you want first. Daniela says, I have drinks with work tomorrow, so probably won't make it here, even though chances are being here would have been much more fun. We would be much more fun, my friend. But that's okay. You have to go be social in like the 3D world. So good. I'm glad you're going out and being social with coworkers. We'll be here next week. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Here's the archer using the axe as an arrow. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this over to YouTube so y'all also have this. And I'm gonna open this in a tab, but I am not gonna watch it.
Can you shoot?
Until I finish my Italian homework. I feel like that's how I should do it, right? I also love that guy, by the way. I didn't know his name or anything, but I've watched his videos many times. I enjoy him a lot. So, all right. I have to go off camera the first couple minutes because I finished my coffee. See, it's empty. It's just got like coffee dredges in the bottom. It's not actually coffee dredges. It's hot chocolate mixed dredges, like hot chocolate, like cacao or whatever. So I need to go rinse that out, go get some tea, and then I will be back on camera. All right. Woosah. All right, we ready? 20 minutes starts right now. Okay, everybody, that's the end of that sprint. I am almost done with my Italian homework. I'm on the last lesson, but I'm probably also gonna, in the next sprint, I'm gonna finish that, but I'm gonna go back over and review the stuff from our last lesson, um, I'm on the last exercise of my homework, but I'm gonna go back and review the last lesson I had with Valentina, because it's been such a long time because I skipped last week altogether because of the con. So it's been almost 2 weeks. So I'm going to go back over and refresh my memory on those things. All right. Let's see. Scroll back, scroll back. Alicia had asked if she starts a nonfiction finance book next or continues reading Brimstone. To which I said, if she's sure she'll read the nonfiction later, read Brimstone. But if she thinks she's going to keep putting off reading the nonfiction, to just go ahead and read the nonfiction. And it looks like she chose to read the nonfiction. I feel like our minds work a little bit similarly. Like, if I know I'm just going to keep putting it off, I should just read it now. Heather said, did read over a few pages, created a Google Doc for notes, and stepped away for a few. Okay, sounds good. And then she said, earlier, hubby and I discussed things to do with son's graduation next week. Congratulations on getting the kid through graduation. Yes, good job. Good job. Yeah, because Alicia said I better read the nonfic first then. Yeah. Daniela did a bit of promo for her new video. Huzzah. Next, I really should open my current read, Lessons in Chemistry. What is the genre of that? I feel like it could be nonfiction, but it could also be romance. I'm leaning towards romance. Anita said, check the mail, watered the herb garden, watched a video, and finished the interview. You were so productive, Anita. Good job. Good job. Alicia says, I got dressed, got a chocolate chip cookie because priorities, and started my finance book, which was nonfic, and read 5 pages. Yes. I think those of us who read a lot of fiction sometimes get frustrated with reading nonfiction because we, generally speaking, if any of y'all are like me, I don't generally read nonfiction as fast as I read fiction. In part because it takes more brain power in some ways. Does that make sense? Like, I really want to focus on it because the purpose of reading nonfiction is to learn, almost always. Whether it's focused learning like a textbook or it's, hey, I'm interested in this time of history or in this type of science or in, that type of organization or whatever. But our end goal is to learn something from the text. Whereas with fiction, in my experience, it's entertaining, but we often learn something in the abstract about the world or ourselves or relationships or whatever, but it's not the same kind of learning, if that makes sense. So I know it takes me longer to read nonfiction than it does fiction. Lessons in Chemistry is kind of lit fic. I read that one, Alicia says. It wasn't bad. I tend to not like lit fic. Just generally speaking. In the same way I don't tend to like Quentin Tarantino movies. It's not that I have anything against them, but I find that every time I consume that particular type of thing, I end up not in the end, I don't like that thing. So it's not that it's like, literary media or literary fiction, bleh. Although in some cases, yes. But usually it's just that even if I read literary fiction, if I'm reading a book, like we did this with Book of Doors, I didn't love it. Like, I saw different ways it could be so much better. But then when I found out it was literary fiction and not genre fiction, that made sense to me, right? I just don't care for literary fiction, generally speaking. Daniela says, which book is the nonfic book that Alicia is reading, is what Daniela asked. Jay said, decided on Fruity Farmer's Market and Mango Rose Blend from Just Add Honey for the tea. Yay, good. Is it yummy? Is it yummy? Anita says, depends on the nonfiction for me. I read true crime and history nonfic faster than fiction. Yes. But I also think that true crime, particularly that, and often a lot of history, nonfiction is actually written as creative nonfiction. So it uses the tenets and tools of fiction writing to impart the to create the sequence of events or whatever. So I agree with you. Yes, if I'm reading true crime and stuff like that, which I don't tend to read a lot of true crime, I tend to watch more true crime or read on the internet, like Wikipedia and things like that. I'll read more true crime that way than I do actual books. Because one of the things I like doing is reading about lots of different, like, I don't like to spend an entire book or an entire, season of a show watching one story. So, but that's just me being weird. Alicia says, I'm reading What No One Tells You About Money by Jade Warshaw. I think we need more women. I'm assuming Jade is a woman, maybe non-binary, but we need more non-men writing about finances, right? Some of the best folks that I follow on social media are women in finance. Love them. Daniela says, yeah, historical kind of lit fic. The tone is light, but the things are heavy because she's a woman in STEM in the 50s and 60s. So you can imagine the shit she has to go through, right? Women in STEM go through shit now, and it was way worse back then. Jay said, could read nonfiction, love bios and ancient culture studies, but then again, history major. Guilty, also. So, oh, y'all can't see it. This is a tattoo I got caught. It's not a real tattoo. It's hard to show on the camera because of the angle. You can barely see it. It's starting to fade, but it was a temporary tattoo. And it was, you'd have to, like, look at it this way. It was a lantern with some roses, but it's finally given up the ghost and dying now. But okay, Hattie says chronic migraines, the shifting between prescriptions would cause more problems than they'd fix. Bifocals. I'm severely nearsighted, so I just drop my glasses sometimes. Got it. The unlined ones are worse. Okay, well, that's a personal thing. Absolutely. Yes. James said, you are so awesome. Thank you. I've been over here being confused, but also excited. So here we are. I have no context for that, James. What was the context for that? I don't know why. Daniela says, I actually think you might like lessons in chemistry. Lots of feminine rage, and there's a lot of humor. Yes, then I probably would like it. Jay says, I'm a true crime junkie. Also, I'm a true crime junkie with a minor in serial killers. That's my main area of crime interest. Serial killers. Anita says there are some true crime books that have a bunch of true crime stories, like an anthology. That would be cool. Like, I need more books to read. Thanks, Anita. Alicia says, I could give a few titles of women in finance. Oops, scrolled. And yes, Jade is a woman. Yes. James says, yes, they do. It's why I try to champion women in tech. Context, I've had open to work on my LinkedIn for less than 24 hours and have 3 interviews in the next 2 weeks with 3 pending. Jesus Christ. Whew. That sounds exhausting, James. Exhausting. All right. But we get a break. So, all right. So I do need to step away from the computer. I have my tea, so I'm good with that. But I do need to use the restroom. And I also need to run downstairs and get toilet paper. Because I have no more toilet paper under the sink. And I've got like this much left on the roll. And you know what's going to happen. I'm going to go in there for my daily constitutional later. And I won't have enough to clean things up. And nobody wants that. So I'm going to go down and get some toilet paper out of the laundry room. All right. Yes, but employment is important. You speak true. You speak true. Okay, let us be right back. I am going to put 5 minutes on the red clock. I want to see if there are other types of music I can listen to that we can put on that are... Let's see, reading lo-fi, sad lo-fi, Christmas lo-fi, Halloween lo-fi. They don't, a study session, lazy vibes, popular, back to school, best of lo-fi, and spring. I would really like a very exciting, like dance lo-fi. I feel like that might be an oxymoron. All right. Let's do Halloween lo-fi. So we'll have spooky stuff. All right. I'm gonna be right back. Y'all be right back. We'll meet back here in 5. All right, I'm back. We've got about a minute left. Yeah. All right. I feel like I'm getting stuff done today. It's a little slow going here and there, but I'm doing okay. Doing okay. Yeah, I got nothing. So, almost done with my Italian homework. Then I need to work on some emails and stuff for various conventions. Actually, before I do that, I think I'm going to look up my the convention information for Saturday, the event information for Saturday, just to make sure if I need to send an email, there's enough time to get that information without sending an email when the organizers just like running around like a crazy person, right? So, I mean, as somebody who knows that, you don't ever, you know, if you can email the organizer the week before the con instead of like the day before the con, you're much more likely to get an answer. So, all right. Let's see. Valerie says, Twitch, please stop twitching. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, Val. Daniela says, played a little geography game and got roasted by it. You and the answer are in a long distance relationship. That's awesome. Those responses were coded either by somebody in Gen X or a gay man. One or the other. Or both, you know, a gay Gen X man. Because, like, nobody throws shade like Gen X and gay men. Like, they're perfect at it. So, all right. Shall we get back into it? I feel like we're all chugging along and getting our shit done. James says, you are not wrong. I know. I know. It's true. It is absolutely true. All right. Shall we get back into it? 20 minutes, y'all. Here we go. Okay. How'd everybody do? I did get my homework done. I haven't really had a chance to go over last week's lesson, or well, week before last, because I'm still waiting for it to upload. It took me a little while to figure out, because I did my homework on my Remarkable, which means I could mark up the PDF without having any issues, but then I had to figure out how to get it off of here, because it's not immediately apparent how to export a file. It's there, I found it, but like it wasn't in the menu that I expected it to be in. So I did figure it out. So I exported it to Dropbox, and then I uploaded it to the website, and it's been uploading for like, oh, I don't know, 3-4 minutes now. Because the website is set up really well. It's just not reliable. Like, it's really cool, some of the little things they've got in place, but not everything works all the time. So anyway, how'd everybody else do? Rachel Taylor, welcome back. Rachel stepped away for a while, but is back again and she gets to work on Halo. Yay! Alicia got to page 25 of her book. Are you still on the nonfiction finance book, Alicia? Let's see. Daniela hung out on Paula's sprints and made a new profile picture for socials and realized it might be a bit too much because I use the same Discord for personal and the nonprofit where I teach, but oh well. Do you like the Remarkable? I fucking love it, Emily. I love it. Literally from the moment I got it. It is cut down on so much. Like, I do my paper planning on the Remarkable now. So it gives me that same feel of writing. Because for me, I can track things better if I write it. And it gives me that ability. It lets me take notes. I have like, I figured out I need to have separate to-do lists for different things. So that it's not all in one big jumbled mess in one big to-do list. So I have different, I've just got all kinds of stuff. I really, really like it. I've been doing my convention notes there. Because that was one part of it too, is that I'd go to all these meetings for these different cons and I'd just have a notebook with me and it wouldn't always be the same notebook. But either way, I would just, like, it wasn't separated out. There was no real easy way to go back and find what I referenced in X, Y, or Z. So now I can have meeting notes for each, like, have each con have its own thing, and I actually love this thing. I've been doing some handwriting for the Witchmarks book because I'm writing the pirate captain's sort of journal thing. I'm writing her story and I'm writing it longhand. So I'm really enjoying it. I like it. Let's see. Let's see. Anita says, stared at my editing. I mean, that's writing. Went and started work on airship art. Airship art. We do love an airship around here. So I'm looking forward to seeing that art when it's done. Jay said, got more ords? The sky is flashing. Is that a good beginning? Oh, more words. It was right there. It was right there, and I just didn't get it. Okay, but I figured it out. The sky is flashing. Is that a good beginning? That can be a good beginning. Keep writing. You'll have a better idea of the beginning after you get done. Keep writing. Keep writing, Jay. Keep writing, my friend. And Jay's like, I mean words, stupid keyboard. I feel you, my friend. Alicia says, I'm still in the financial book. It's only 262 pages, so I should finish it quickly, but not today. Excellent. Good. I hope you learned good stuff out of it. It is time to go and pick up the kiddos from school, so I'll be back if you aren't here when I get back. Thank you for sprints. Thank you for joining us, Alicia. Appreciate you. Be careful out there. You know, there's crazies out there. So please be careful going to pick up your kiddos, and hopefully we'll be here when you get back. We might go a little long, but we're not going to go super long tonight or today. So I'm still, like I said, I'm still recovering from the weekend. I'm getting old. It's taking longer to recover, y'all. All right, but shall we get back into it? Let's see if this stupid thing has uploaded. My guess is that the file uploaded, it's just stuck on the upload piece. So if I open it separately, that I will probably, it'll probably actually be in there. Except no, I'm wrong. It's not. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. It's still working. Working. All right, let's see. Valerie finished editing that chapter, though it's still a little long. Also put lunch in the toaster. That's a new one. Ooh. So we don't have a toaster, we have an air fryer. We used to have a toaster, and then we started using the air fryer, so we just... But my husband bought these little... I don't like them as much as the other of the naan bread, but it's like little pita circles. And so yesterday I took a piece of Munster cheese and put it on there and put it in the air fryer, and it was so good. So you made me think about that. Oh, I'm gonna get me a piece of that. It's gonna be yummy. Let's see. Heather said I cleaned a couple things, showered, made, and ate some chicken salad. Excellent. Very productive sprint for you. James said I might actually start writing or maybe switch to crochet. Well, you haven't written in a long time, my friend. I think you need to get back to it. Just saying. Valerie says toaster oven. It's pork chops. I'm glad you specified the toaster oven part before you specified the pork chops. Because I'd have been like, you're going to put your pork chops in your toaster. Heather says, I've got to go. The meeting starts at the top of the hour. I'm sure I will be more productive tonight as I'm hosting sprints on my Discord. Yay! Well, Heather, I hope you have a good meeting. I hope it's easy. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and have awesome sprints tonight. Thank you for joining us. Valerie says, my husband used the air fryer to make some kind of vegan patty. For some reason, I heard that with this note of disdain. So my husband uses the air fryer every freaking day. Sometimes more than once a day. Like, he is like the air fryer god over there. So I don't use it nearly as often as he does. I still use it, but I don't use it every single day, and he does. Oh, no disdain. Just the air fryer was unavailable. Oh, I see. So you're doing well, I mean, the air fryers are really just extra large toaster ovens with wind. They're just windy toaster ovens. That's all. That's all an air fryer is. It's just a very windy toaster oven. So, all right. We will do maybe 2 more sprints. That'll put us a little bit after 3, close to 3:30 by the time we head out. So yeah, I am going to, I don't know if I should, because that thing is taking so damn long to upload, I don't know if I should cancel it and try it again. I think I'll cancel it and try it again, and we'll see what happens. All right. Windy toaster ovens. I love that. I mean, that's really what they are. Like, they're functionally a toaster oven, but just with a lot of wind. So, yes. The other thing I need to do is, I got my mom reading glasses, but I put in the wrong prescription for it. So now she has another set of driving glasses, distance glasses. So James says, I'm on the laptop at the hospital with my wife, so I have to install things if I want to write. Okay, you can do that. How's the wifey doing, by the way? Sending all the loves and all the healing vibes. All right, we're going to get started again. I got something in my eyeball. Me. Okay, let's do it. Y'all ready? 20 minutes. Here we go. All right. That sprint's over. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more. I actually didn't get anything done I was going to get done. I did get the homework uploaded and submitted though. And I figured out the way I was there are multiple ways to upload a file and the way I was doing it needed additional permissions that I wasn't willing to give, so I just did it another way. So it's that part's done. My homework is turned in. I've reviewed some of the stuff that we talked about last time, but not a ton, so I still need to go back and do that some more. But I got caught up in discussing something on social media, as you do, and also a conversation I was having earlier this morning when I was in Pirates with an author of mine who is assigned male at birth, who has come out to me and a few other people, but not a ton of people, as non-binary and bisexual and all these other things. So they and I have been talking on and off the like all day. So I got a little distracted by that as well. Let's see. James says that his wife is doing super good after her procedure. Huzzah! And she says, he says he is going to have to duct tape her to the bed tomorrow when she gets home to keep her in bed, though. I mean, yeah, some people are like that. Tell her to be lazy. Tell her to boss you around. Heather said, I can relate reading notebooks and juggling, right? That's the worst because you wrote down a thing. I know I wrote that note down. Where the fuck did I write it down? Which of these 18 notebooks did I? And when I have to go through all 18 notebooks because there's no order to them. So yeah, it's crazy. Valerie says lunch is ready. Those pork chops in the toaster. If I missed the raid out, thanks for stream. I'm probably not going to raid. I've not had the spoons for that lately. Jay says, trying to make this scene between the woman and this mysterious, excuse me, sorry, Timothée Chalamet looking guy, non-creepy, non-stalking. Why he's following her is important. Ah, interesting. And also remember, you can go back and fix it in the next pass. If you haven't quite got it, it doesn't have to be perfect. This is your first draft. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be on the page. Rachel says, worked on Halo the whole time. You go, girl. I'm putting together my character's backstory because I need to sprinkle in a tad more on the page to make her extreme reactions to certain situations more understandable. Excellent, excellent. Anita worked on art. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so we'll do one more sprint and then we're going to pack it in. Well, I'm going to pack it in terms of the stream. I'm obviously going to continue to work, but my brain is like, okay, we're done being on camera now. We're done. Can we be done now? Can we be done now? Is it time? So yeah, and I'm getting tired again. Oh. Blech. Okay. Are we ready for our final sprint, y'all? We can do it. Let's end strong. Here we go. All right, gonna pause real quick. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, Tiger. How goes? How goes? Thank you so much for the raid. We're actually at the end of our last sprint, and I'm probably not going to be raiding. But Tiger, how was your stream? Let us know in the chat. Our stream is going really well. I feel like we're all being pretty productive. So yeah, Tiger says it's going well also. Yay, awesome, awesome. Well, take care of yourself. If you need to go, I know it's like around, isn't it around dinner time for you? So if you need to take care of things, please feel free to do that. If not, you're welcome to lurk. The stream was good. 2 chapters today. Huzzah! You get a cheer. Huzzah! Nice job. Nice job. So I've been doing my Italian homework and various other things during the stream. So yeah, so I've been pretty productive. Other people have too. So we've got like 10 minutes left. But thank you so much for the raid. Yes, it is dinner time. So have a good rest of your day. Thank you. And I hope you also have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your dinner. And we will see you next time. Thank you again. All right, I'm going to restart. If you're new to the stream, if you haven't been here before, please feel free to let us know in the chat what you're working on. Like I said, we've only got a few minutes left, but we always like to make new friends. All right, here we go. That's it, y'all. End of the stream. End of the stream. So I double checked the information for the event on Saturday. Looks like I will have an 8-foot table and 2 chairs, but I'll still bring my chair. And probably I might bring a 4-foot table just in case, because I'm actually on a corner. My space is on a corner, so I will probably bring a 4-foot table to see if I can take advantage of that. So so I did that, and then I started working on getting my mom her new pair of reading glasses, since I accidentally got her reading glasses with her distance prescription because I'm dumb. So anyway, how did everybody do? Valerie ate some pork chops from the toaster. Nom 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 nom. I love it. I love it. While y'all are checking in, I'm going to go ahead and go over the events of the coming week. Jay says, thanks for the sprint today. Took my mind off my queasy stomach. Damn antibiotics. Make sure you're eating with the antibiotics. That might have something to do with it. Sometimes it can upset your stomach if you haven't eaten. All right. Let me go over the events of the coming week. There are a couple changes this week. So listen up. Tomorrow I'll be back here at noon on both YouTube and Twitch from noon until 3 as usual. Tomorrow evening, Amelia has canceled her sprints because all the things. So no sprints tomorrow evening. On Friday, I cannot do my Zoom co-working because I have to take my mom to the ortho. So none of that, but tomorrow night, that's not right, Friday night, looks like Rachel Brune should be back with Friday Night Rights at 8 p.m. These are all Eastern time, by the way. So 8 p.m. till about 10, she does Friday Night Rights. On Saturday at 10 a.m., we have Saturday Discord sprints with Dalen in, the Discord. He goes from 10 a.m. until noon. Saturday morning, no sprints. Neither Dalen nor Lisa is available this week. But on Sunday evening at 7 p.m., we have our usual Zoom discussion. The event is up in the Facebook group. Please go vote on the topic or topics of your choice. I can't remember if I actually put the voting. I'm pretty sure I put the voting post up in the event. I don't know. Everything's super foggy. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I'll double check that. But you can go vote on the topic or topics of your choice in the Facebook group in the events section. Just find the Sunday event and there should be a post in there. If there's not, I'm going to go look just to make sure. Double check. So that discussion will be Sunday, 7 p.m. I will tally the votes at about 5:30. And we chat from 7 till about 8:30. Then on Monday, we have sprints and... Wait, hang on. Yeah, no, that's right. Sprints and meditation with Joe Compton. He goes from 2 until 4. Oh, looks like I am on Sean's show on the Go Indie Now network on Monday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be on Zero Exposition. So I'm going to be hanging out with my buddy Sean. Yay, I'm very excited. Tuesday, let me look. What's going on Tuesday? Tuesday evening, 7 p.m., we have writing sprints with Amelia. She will be back at it. She goes from 7 until 9. And that brings us around to next Wednesday, where we'll be doing this all again. All of it. And next week, at least for me, should be a regular week. I don't think I have anything going on Friday unless something changes between now and then, which it might, knock on wood. I think next week will be a normal week for me. Oh, okay. Let's see. Rachel says, wait, what? The sprint is over? How did that happen? It means you were doing good work, Rachel. Rachel says, I'm making good progress on my backstory, jumping in at relevant points. Good job. Good job. Anita progressed on the artwork. Yes. And Daniela says, thanks for sprints. Thank you, Daniela, for joining me. Thanks to everybody for joining me. Y'all don't even know how much y'all keep me on track all the time. I mean, even when I'm off track, I would be much farther off track if y'all weren't here with me. So thank you for joining me. Love your faces. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and close stuff down today because I'm just tired. So I hope everybody has a good rest of your day, your evening, whatever it is for you. Hope you have a good morning in the morning, and hopefully we'll see you back here at about noon tomorrow. Bye, Em. Bye, Daniela. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jay. All the people. Ciao, y'all. Bye, 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 bye.